Hey, I feel like I just saw y'all. I did. I was only supposed to open. And then some stuff had happened with the Color Brigade. Cool people have colors for last names, in case you didn't know. And so now I am doing 2 poems for you all right now. Is that cool? All right. And they're kind of narrative, so it's cool. So, when I was younger, I always had to be the center of attention. I would dance for anyone willing to watch, sing for anyone willing to listen. I was broken before I knew what broken was. But I recognized the positive effect that positive words had on me, so most days I spent my time trying to make my mother proud enough to say, that's my baby. Because even though I was my mother's child, my mommy's baby was 7 years her senior and would call her out her name even when I was close enough to hear him. His blatant disrespect for my ears and her well-being served as a constant reminder of why I should fear him, and so I did. And when mommy wasn't around, I hid. But he would always find me, lie with me, kiss me, hug me, touch me, all inappropriately, all the while begging me to call him daddy. See, 2 women can rest easy tonight, 'cause I'm the one in our 3. And throughout it all I wanted was for my mother to say, that's my baby. And so you cannot lie with her, kiss her, hug her, or touch her inappropriately, and you ain't no father figure, so she won't be calling you daddy. That's my baby. But she didn't. So I grew from a little girl wanting a mother's love into a young woman full of resentment. Through a series of unfortunate events, I lost my innocence, and since you were my mother, I blamed you. I got a sick satisfaction out of watching him turn your body black and blue, because I knew he couldn't touch me if he were hitting you. And I suppose I would have cared that he was busting your lips and blackening your eyes if it had been the result of you not letting him in between my thighs. If you had took a beating and kept on screaming because you could no longer handle the sound of my cries, all you had to do was tell him that I belonged to somebody, that I was your baby and you were my mommy. I was not supposed to lose my virginity without consenting to having sex. Was not supposed to be 11 years old taking an HIV test. 15 years later, the pain still exists because it's hard to forgive when you can never forget. Mama, I remember. And now you serve as inspiration for how I live my life. No man can move in with me until after he makes me his wife. And when we have children, he will not kiss them, touch them, or hug them inappropriately, and because of all the love he gives, I'll happily call him daddy. See, when I become a mother, I'm going to be something like a polygamist because I'm making all sorts of vows to my unborn as if we were married. I got to give my all to the life I just carried. So, for rich, or poor, in sickness and in health, I promise to love you more than I love life itself. And if you dance, I will watch. And if you sing, I will listen. And I promise to tell you that I love you daily so that if situations arise and this world gets crazy, you will never wonder if you are mommy's baby. It is hot up here. Good night. So in addition to Bree and I both having last names that are colors, we both appeared on this TV show.
What's it called again?
Called Verses and Flow. It comes on TV1. Bree did season 1. So she set it off, and they liked what they saw of Bay Area women poets, and then they put me on season 2. So, because I didn't know I was supposed to be doing more than one poem, y'all gonna get that poem, because it's the only one I got memorized. So when you didn't return any of the 14 phone calls I made to you in the last 15 minutes, I grew worried. I called all 3 hospitals within a 25-mile radius of your place of employment just to make sure you hadn't been brought in with amnesia and needed a friend. I called your mother too. You have to call her back now. She's worried about you. No need to thank me. Today while you were at work, I took the liberty of organizing the toiletries you keep in the bathroom. Went out and bought those same toiletries in travel size for my apartment. Would have bought the regular size bottles, but I didn't want to be too presumptuous. I know how you get when I mention commitment. So this is me not being clingy. This is me with no strings attached. This is me just having fun, just like you want, because I want you want. We are so in sync. We are perfect for each other. In a non-clingy, non-committed sort of way, of course. Today I cooked your favorite meal. Actually, all of your favorite meals. So if you're not feeling this one, I can take one down, pop it in the microwave, make it again from scratch, whatever you prefer, because I'm here for you. I went ring shopping the other day. After stealing a peek at your bank statement and your W-2, I feel like I found the perfect one in your price range. For when the time comes, of course. We're not even boyfriend and girlfriend yet, and even though I have her number memorized, you haven't taken me to meet your mother yet. Crazy, right? The situation, not me, because I'm not crazy. I am focused and goal-oriented and detailed and maybe just a tad bit clingy. But that's only because you're so right for me, and I've studied you. So now I'm so right for you. It's hard to remember what my life was like before you, therapy sessions and restraining orders, but there are bright days ahead because I can see you coming to terms with the fact that I need to be committed in a relationship, not a hospital. Tried that, hated it, because I'm not crazy. I'm crazy for you, crazy about you. In the 2 weeks that I have known you, you have become the biggest part of me. And to think, you thought this was just gonna be a booty call. A wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. See, it was all fun and games until it hit close to home. Your home, rocking a t-shirt you don't even remember giving me. You didn't. I put it on when you hopped in the shower immediately after we made love, as if you could wash your hands of me that easily. I have our wedding song picked out. My mother is going to cut her prize begonias for my bouquet. And to think, all of this started because your place or mine were the only words you ever said to me. You should know better than to talk to strangers. There are some crazy people out there.